Before we get into this video, please be reminded that there is a subscriber-based fantasy football league that I am running on ESPN.com. If you're interested, the link to the video where you can find out more is in the description. I need to fill up the league by, I believe, Friday. We draft Friday at 8, so you don't want to fill it with randoms. So if you're interested in playing fantasy football, please join that league so we can have a good old time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video.
So I haven't checked if this trade will go through yet, but I'm going to just assume that it will. Alright, it did. So we just traded for David Rundblad. We gave up Richard Panik and Mike Green, which I thought was a fair deal. That's like the second time we traded with Chicago for something in that series. I actually almost took back Matt Carl, but given a huge contract year that we might have coming up, I wasn't 100% sure about doing that. And I'm also going to bench Tyler Johnson in this episode, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I wouldn't take that 100% yet, but I'm like pretty sure that I will do that. I don't know where else Mike Green was 4-4. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Extra attacker, yep, that's all good. I don't know how Kuemper been doing. I didn't check goalies at all. Not a huge deal though. We saw his save percentage, or his goals against rather, was up there. But that's more of a reflection of team defense than anything else. We also got this Jordan Caron guy. Oh, he got claimed. Oh well. I was not too keen on. I wasn't gonna keep him on the roster. Actually, I was gonna bench Tyler Johnson, but it's whatever. It's not necessary. I'm going to worry about that stuff in the offseason, getting rid of him and Simmons. Straight value for Tyler Johnson is actually pretty low right now because of his contract sucking dick, to put lightly. Because I tried to sign him to as realistic of a contract as I could, because at the time they just signed him to that contract. And really, before we start the sim, I'm going to see where we are in the standings, because we should be tops. And then it just keeps going for some reason. Lost anyway. It wasn't an overtime. Maybe you had to lose an overtime. Well, it actually looks like Jake Allen and Jonathan Bernier are head in Vesna. Yeah, Florida's still ahead of us somehow. Carolina's actually caught up too. And Vancouver's up there as well. So we're just going to keep simming. However far until the next scout assignment, which I actually believe is coming up quite soon. Yep. We went 6-2. We always destroy Nashville for some reason. I played them once and I won, like, Jesus, defenseman. 5-star possibly. I played them once and won 8-1, and then we beat them 6-2 here. I probably should have beat them 8-0 that one time. I actually quit the game that time that I won. Because I wasn't going to sit there. It was like the second period, and I'd scored 8 goals, and they replaced the goalie twice. They replaced Pecorini first, and then brought him back in the game. There's a lot of Facebook drama. Is that not like the best type of drama? Facebook drama? It's just a poll question. Not that anyone's probably going to comment anyway. We lost 1-0 to the Sharks. Phoenix not really good. I was going to Keith Yandel with someone else I was looking at for a little bit. But I settled on Rundblad because he was actually top 4, so if I have to go another year, I won't have to worry about classing and progression and crap like that, because Rundblad was 1, on an expiring contract, and 2, this is a top 2 defenseman. I didn't want any of that. I mean, yeah, he's a top 2 defenseman. Straight value wasn't best, or better that much than Green. Actually, we beat the Florida Panthers, but it was a big win. I lost track of what I was talking about completely, but that's something I don't even know. I'm just rambling at this point. Alright, put together a win streak here. Let's get Stamkos to 35 goals by the trade deadline. Is that possible? Oh yeah, we do have a couple weeks. Alright. Alright, he's 30 now, so we should be able to get, if we can get 5 goals in 5 games, I believe, as it's coming up, it'd be awesome. That Matthew Caro guy is actually leading the Panthers. We're on Carolina. But I'm not trading our backup goalie either. Actually, I think there was a goalie we needed to trade, though. I'm going to check on that now. Goodlevsky's. We could trade. No. Dansk was the guy we could trade, I believe. Unless I already dealt him. But I don't think I did. I'm trying to get a first round pick out of him. Oh, we lost 6-2 to the Penguins. McCollum, yeah. McCollum and Dansk. I can throw them into a trade together for a first round pick. Which I'll just look at right now. If it gets too long, I'm going to cut it, but. Why is he so fast as a rookie? I thought he played like all last year as the backup. And McCollum. Yeah, we should be able to get a first out of that, definitely. From a good team. Oh, we'll need a goalie out of it, actually. So I think this was the team I was looking at originally. With all these goalie prospects. Let's try and get one of them. And then a first round pick. They have too many goalies now, I think. And I don't think this is going to go through. You need to take another goalie. I don't know if they're going to have any that I can take, though. I'm going to take Igor Bobkov. No, they don't want to give up that first round pick. That trainer got to be sweet to have, though. I don't want to actually take on Bobkov, so let's just see what there is for goalies out there. Malcolm Subban, 4.5 yellow. A little bit too much. I want like a 4-star goal. Edmonds got really good really quick, actually. He was the other guy I was looking at trading for a couple years ago. How's this season going? Because we could always swap back. And actually, his glove high is pretty bad, and breakaway is kind of rough. Yeah, actually, he's not really any better. He's had kind of the same problem areas as Punanov's has. If he catches left, it's really the only difference I'm noticing. Let's just see. Goalies aren't too old like this guy, Henry. No. Bo is 5 stars, I believe. Yeah. What about this guy, DeRosier? Or gold, or green, rather. Can I get their first out of this? No, and I'm never gonna get their first. Why do they always suck? Not that bad. Even without... Was that guy really 42? Oh, 47 overall. Oh, no. David Cotton's back. Normally he's really good. Trade for him. Trade value's too low for me. Goodlevsky's, we already traded them. A few cows actually starting to get good. These guys... Nothing good. Oh, because I'm looking at rookie goalies. I want to just look at goalies. What is it? We have Leonard. What about this guy? Driedger. He could be a backup eventually. Nothing. We got quite a few goalies here. Shoot for this Whistle guy. Jackson Whistle and S. Backman. We are 2 goalies in the AHL. So you can get a first out of this too. No, their first worth too much. I'd take this trade, I think, straight up though. Let's see if I can get some sort of forward prospect out of it. Not too costly. This was the day guy, because normally he's like 4.5 stars. What Connor Murphy? They have the same name as him. I don't really know if he's worth it though. You know, let's just do this trade straight up. Oh, actually, I wouldn't do that trade straight up. Alright, let's knock this price down a little bit as far as goalies then. Actually, we can't really knock the price down as far as goalies. We can put Vision Team in this trade. I don't think I would do that though. Let's just throw on a draft pick, because I'm really just looking to get rid of these guys at this point. Let's throw on some guy we're never going to use. Like, Kirkland. I don't even think he's playing. And I'll just take some really crappy guy from them. Hache. Alright, they took that. That probably took a lot longer than it should have, but I don't care. As far as here, this should all be the same. Yeah, alright. We just need to put these two goalies in there. And Backman, and I think the whistle was only 3.5 goals, whatever. That's not a huge deal. Got a good cap, too. Didn't think our cap was that good, but I think it's also because we just traded Green. So that was my kind of big trade deadline type move because it was around the trade deadline. We have yet to lose in overtime. I'm freaking get tired too. 4:43 currently. The last video I recorded was at 4:20 something. It didn't. Wow, they really want this trade. It didn't take me too long to find the Rundblad trade. I kind of just went back and forth between him and Yandel for a little bit. We're gonna scout here. Let's take a look at goalies. Why not? Doesn't look like there's any really good ones. No. Let's go to defenseman. What were we in the O, I believe? There were a ton of guys here. No, never mind. Was it the dub? Yeah, it was the dub with all these top 10s. So let's go here to 6 weeks, actually, since we know the hot spot for prospects. We'll go up here. Because we're going to run into another scout assignment down the road. So let's go here. Sim, please. Place in St. Louis. This would be like a televised game. Damn, they are really running away with that Western Conference. Just because they have the overtime losses and we don't, probably. It's really distancing us. I have a feeling that's what it is anyway. This Facebook app for Android is ridiculously sized, huge. I don't want Kyle Quincy and Danny DeKaiser. I don't know why they continue to offer this trade as I decline it. Okay. Trade deadline's actually right here. Wow, we have like a 3-game stretch right here. 3 games in 4 days. Actually, Sim, like, the first and second line usually play like similar time, but I find that's not as true in this game. Because there's sometimes the like second line players lead their teams in scoring. And oh, actually, you don't even have enough space to install Facebook. So we only scored 2 goals over that 2-game span, so we might be starting to cool a little bit. Not too worried though. Not anything we need to do at the trade deadline really either. David Legwand, Jerome Gauthier, and Leduc. David Legwand would be nice to have. Yeah, we're not gonna take that would have been a good waiver pickup if we were playing with injuries or something, but we are not. So that's really not necessary. Although I want to when I do the Stars one next year. Well, not next year, but in next game. It might be next year by the time I figure out how to record the damn thing. I'm trying to figure it out, though. I'm just rambling about random shit at this point. Just rambling about random bullshit for really no reason. Premeditated. We are actually doing really well. I want to see where we are so far as stats. Not team stats, but like standings and where we lead. Actually, our defense is starting to shrivel up, it looks like. Stamkos is in lead for the Art Ross, second in goals. Jordan just doesn't score goals, it looks like, because actually he's got 69. We have 16 goals, so it looks like Ernie actually slowed down a lot. Well, he's still up there he's going to score 30 goals. definitely. See if Druin can get 60 assists and Stamkos can get 40 goals. That would be really good with me. Chicago's actually taking over the West, but well, Florida's really slid. We're only 2 points behind Chicago, and we've taken over the Atlantic. So let's just. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but let's just see what happens over the next few weeks as we wind down this season. We do have actually about 15 games left, so we have exactly 15 games left. There's a lot more than I'm thinking of. So we actually should aim a little bit higher with our personal goals. Stamkos, you gotta pick it up here. You're gonna have one-man race with Phil Kessel for best player of the season. Oh, I don't think he did anything that game. He might have had an assist or two. Stamkos gotta have around 50 assists too. If he had 80 points, he had 34 goals. 40 points. Why are we getting shut out by Washington? We should not be getting shut out by Washington. Their goalies are terrible. I would know. I'm a freaking Washington fan. Well, they're not terrible. They always give up goals. That was a big reason they were in the playoffs this year. Bad defense. You have players minus 35. I don't care. If Stamkos is getting assists, I'm fine with it at this point. Although we should have more goals than assists. The game is never going to sim it that way. Which makes no sense at all. Antti Ranta is actually the top goalie in Chicago, looks like. If Budanov's starting to crack top 8. I think if he gets in the top 6 and keeps up this win crap that he's been on, Kessel's running away with it because freaking Stamkos has done nothing recently. If Budanov could possibly win the business stuff. We need Stamkos to get hot if he's gonna. We finally lost in overtime too. I didn't even notice. Stamkos needs to get hot if he wants to get back in the top for the. Almost said Cy Young, the Art Ross Trophy, in the heart. Budanov should win the Vezina if he continues to play like he's been playing. Could get in the top 6. I think the wins are really going to push him over the top. Jesus, with this crap. I don't think Stamkos scored a goal in like 10 games. This is ridiculous. Cold streak. I need to have that like in the next game. Yeah, now Ernie has more goals than him. You have that in like the next game, like hot and cold streaks, so you know when to like flip your players around. It'd be awesome. So the Islanders are in the middle of a crappy season again. No surprise. All right, if we can get Ernie and Stamkos to both score 40 goals, that'd be pretty cool. 2 40-goal scorers on the top line. Stamkos. See, it's going back and forth between Ernie and Stamkos because Stamkos is starting to not suck because he's got 3 goals in the last, I guess, 3 games possibly. Or he might have just had a hat trick against Florida. Who knows? But he scored 10 goals in a span of 2 games and 13 in a span of 3. Which means oh no, never mind. He scored 5 goals in 3 straight games. Ridiculous. And Stamkos didn't even score that game. We could actually, we're actually should be wrapping this up here soon. So we're in the dub. And continue to go here. So let's look at some of these people we've scouted. This guy looks really good. For a rookie. Good skater. Not so good offensively, but then we got this guy. Same kind of deal as the other guy, except he's a little better defensively. Good skater, not good offensively. Well, not great offensively. He's good, great. And Gula. I thought we were gonna say him. Gula. He's like the best offensive one out of these guys, but he's not physical and he's kind of a weak skater. Not that I'm going to get any of these people anyway, but it's just nice to know what's out there. It's kind of like dating. Alright, let's see if we can get to 55 wins. No. Already blew that one. I don't think anyone on our team is going to get to 40 goals, but that's okay. 35 goals from Ernie's way more than I expected him to. I just sent you out on a damn scouting assignment, did I not? Maybe I did. I believe I did, though. Last game of the season. Let's just sim right through it. Yeah, Florida really fell off at the end of the year, it looks like. Let's see if we can win and not have a terrible losing streak going into the playoffs. Because I believe we would have lost. We're going to go out losing 3 or 4 if we win this game regardless. Okay, we won 5-1. Ernie ended up leading our team in goals, which is kind of sad because Stamkos was like leading the league in points for a while. But that's fine. We had a lot of points from him anyway, so. Alright, let's look at the player stats now. Stamkos had 93 points, Druin had 81. Ernie slowed down toward the end of the year and ended up with only 68. Kucherov had another 60-point year, and Carter was just around 50. Broussard was point every 2 games, so was McDonough. Rundblad, I'm not going to count. Where is Hedman? Why is Hedman down here? He was doing really good to start out the year. Or whatever. Pallett had 20 points. Shaw had 20 points. That third line is really weak still. Everyone had double-digit points except for Korobov, but he's our defense guy on the top 4. And then Puninov's played 70 games, but God. 2.110 goals against, which 2.110. 2.10 goals against, which should be top of the league. 930 save percentage. Cooper did a really good job as a back. 11 shutouts. God, this guy's a beast. Although he did get benched. Looks like at least 3 times. That's what it looks like anyway. It might not be completely true, because then again, Cooper could have sucked and they benched him. So, Puninov's ended up top 6 in goals against and top 8 save. But I think that it's going to be Jake Allen who ends up winning the Vezina. Although Puninov's had 14 more wins. I'm not saying that I think that he should win, but I'm saying that he probably will, knowing the way this game works. Kessel ended up 6 points ahead of Stamkos. Stamkos finished top 5. We had 2 of the top 5 goal scorers and 2 of the top 6 assist men in the entire league. And we missed out on the President's Trophy by 5 points. Actually, I'm going to see a tie for the President's Trophy, but they like play an extra game. Who knows? But we finished top of the East, and we'll probably be playing Philly in the playoffs in those times. Never mind. I'm just looking at 4 in their division. So we'd be playing, let's see, top 3 in each division, and then the next 2. So we'd be playing Toronto, it looks like, or possibly New York. I don't know how it works. Let's just look at where our team stood in terms of team standings. Now, we actually would have won a tiebreaker because of Rowe. Man, if we had more overtime losses instead of regulation losses, we probably could have won the President's Trophy. Goals for, we were tops. We were actually the only ones to score 3 a game. We were top 5 in goals against with a 22.3% power play conversion. And we were top penalty kill, actually. Colorado had that good of a penalty kill and didn't make the playoffs. Wow. St. Louis, we were all tied for first, I'm going to say. But we scored 7 short-handed goals, which stood 5th. Dallas scored 12 and Vancouver 11. Jesus. Home, we were 27-14, so away. Okay, we did maintain an excellent away record. We were 7-3 coming in, but those 3 losses came like back to back to back. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. We had a 5-game win streak in between losses, but we had back-to-back losses where we got outscored by collective 4, I believe. No, 3. Yeah, because you moved that goal that we scored in the Ottawa game over to Montreal. Yeah. All right. So let's see what our official playoff matchup is. It's no longer just going to be speculation. Toronto. It is Toronto. So we're a star GM, apparently. Let's see what we can upgrade with that. Pro Scout. Alright, we're maxed out at Pro Scout now. Alright, so we got 53 wins, and that's what our boss wanted from us. So, next episode, gonna be tackling the playoffs. Thanks for watching, guys.